I'm so excited about today's video. I realized a few weeks ago, I don't wear lipsticks anymore. I don't wear liquid lipstick. I don't wear lip gloss. I barely wear lip liner. I really just reach for any kind of like liquid lip balm, gloss hybrid, or any kind of like balm in a stick, and that's it. So today's gonna be a roundup of anything that's marketed as a liquid lip balm or something I've tried that I just feel should be marketed as a liquid lip balm. I've broken it down into 4 categories for you so I could kind of group the more similar products together based on your preferences for textures. So we have serums, oils, creams, and glosses, and all of those have a balmy quality to them. I just noticed that those were like the 4 categories that I was experiencing across the board. So if you're ready to give your lips the comfort they deserve, keep on watching. The first category I'm going to be talking about are serums. Generally, that's something that's a little bit more lightweight or just not as super occlusive as, for example, the cream category. And I'm going to talk about the Rowan liquid lip balms first. To me, this is a perfect example of a flawless product, and I'm going to apply it first so you can see. The 2 shades I have here are Charlie and Remy, and here's what they look like on the back of my hand. So these are the Rowan liquid lip balms in Charlie, which is a beautiful My Lips But Better shade. And then we have Remy, which is a really nice, light, neutral beige. I'm going in with Remy. What's wonderful about the Rowan liquid lip balms is that these kind of feel the most like what I imagine a liquid lip balm to be. Meaning, it's a liquid, it comes in a wand, but it has this cushiony, soft, cream-like quality to it that I would expect from a liquid lip balm. It's not thin and runny like an oil. It's not super shiny like a gloss, but it's not very, very thick and kind of occlusive like more of a cream. So this, I think, would be my winner as the #1 pick for like the most perfect liquid lip balm. The sadness is that they only have 3 shades in this formula. After Nikki DeRoast, who was the founder and the magician brainchild behind the brand, after she left Rowan, the brand has really gone downhill. They launched 3 more shades of this, but I think there was something in her contract where she took her formulas with her, or they weren't allowed to release more shades of her formulas, because all of the products they've launched under the same name as her previous products have been tweaked slightly, and the quality has been significantly reduced. They still sell this as the original formula, but the newer shades that they come out with, including the palettes, like the quads, are nowhere near what Nikki created. So keep that in mind. If you get Remy, Charlie, or Scout, those are the original formulas, but any of the new shimmery ones are different, so avoid those. The Rowan liquid lip balms have a quite strong peppermint scent. I don't love it because it's pretty strong, but it's not something that I find irritates my lips at all. It's just kind of a freshness that's kind of enjoyable, even though it's not my favorite kind of scent, but I don't find it drying and I don't really find myself noticing it at all. What I like about the Rowan liquid lip balms is they have the sort of plushness and cushiony quality and gel-like quality of the Fitglow lip serums, but in a more lightweight formula. I know a lot of people sometimes feel that the Fitglow lip serums are too thick for them, and I totally understand if that's not your thing. So this, I think, would just be a perfect happy medium for everyone. I can't imagine anyone not liking these because they're just a medium weight consistency, meaning they're not super lightweight and runny, but they're not super thick and heavy. It's just that perfect Goldilocks kind of lip product. My favorite shade is Charlie, which is very well loved. And it is just a slightly amped up version of my lips. So you can see these are quite sheer. They just look really flattering. They give a nice balminess quality to the lips. They feel very pillowy, but still somewhat lightweight. I just think that when it comes to a liquid lip balm, this is the perfect product. Can you guess what my next favorite is? Hopefully. It's the Fitglow Lip Serums. This is just everything I want in a lip product. I love that they come in, I don't know, 30 shades in all different textures. This is my favorite, which is Beach Glow. It's a sheer copper shade, and they have opaque shades that are incredibly dark, all different undertones, all different colors, anything you can imagine they have. This is the shade Beach Glow, which is a sheer shimmery copper, and it is much, much more of a gel than the Rowan Liquid Lip Balms. Comes with a standard doe foot applicator. The only thing I don't like about these is I just wish that they had a cooler, more interesting, more fun applicator, like something more flexible. This is just a magical product to me. It is quite thick, but it's not sticky at all. You rub your lips together and there's just a pillowy, soft, smooth quality to your lips. This really is more of the texture of a thick gel, so it has incredible skincare benefits. I swatched, applied, and compared every single shade of the Fitglow lip serums in a video previously, so I'll leave that in the description box below. That video also contains a lot of information about the ingredients. This is the only product I would truly consider skincare meets makeup. If you want a liquid lip balm that's going to act like makeup, but treat your lips and leave them truly better, then I would go for the Fitglow lip serums. At $42, they're definitely one of the more expensive ones on this list, but it's because they're packed with such powerhouse ingredients that to me, once I bought one, I totally got it, and then I never blinked about the price again. But my coupon code KAIT20 saves you 20% off of your order, and it's permanent, so you can use it as many times as you want. I don't get an affiliate commission from that, so if you want to help me out, you can click my affiliate links in the description box below, but hopefully that coupon code helps you out a little bit. These also have a natural, earthy vanilla scent that I find really pleasant. Feels like you are treating your lips with like a gorgeous, plush, gel-like cloud, and I just can't ever get enough of these. Next up in the serum category, we have the Make Serum Balm, and this is the shade Lilac Layer. Off the top of my head, I think this was about $28 on their website. I heard a rumor from a friend that they might be reformulating these, which I would be excited about because I didn't love this, but what I do love is the packaging. I think that this is really cool looking. I love a good chubby applicator. Super cute. So when you see that applicator and you see that texture on the top, it looks very thick, very gel-like. It looks exactly like the Fitglow lip serum. It's just like a whipped kind of gel, but then it transforms. Oops, I got it on my lip. Super duper sheer. It's a nice product. I think if you wanted something like the Fitglow lip serums, but you didn't like how thick it was, you want something a lot thinner and more lightweight, maybe you would love these. For me personally, once this is on my lips, it's super thin. It almost like transforms into like a water gel. So for me, I just don't find that very nourishing. It really just feels like a serum. Because when I think of a balm, I think of something like Aquaphor, which is supposed to be very occlusive, meaning it forms a seal over your skin to prevent transepidermal water loss. So this really is more of a lip serum in my mind, so I'm glad it's called the Lip Serum Balm. It really just feels like it's adding some hydration, and it's very lightweight, a lot of like slip to it. It doesn't migrate outside my lip lines. It's not like a lip oil or anything like that, but it is much thinner than something like the Fitglow lip serums. There isn't that like gel quality to it, that cushiony quality to it like I love in the Fitglow lip serums. But this lip serum is a nice option if you want this kind of cool packaging, if you like a very, very, very sheer wash of color, and you like something a little bit more lightweight. In case it's helpful, I will also swatch this on the back of my hand, so you can see it's very, very, very sheer. One last thing on the Make Balm. I don't know if there's added fragrance to this. I think that they claim to be unscented, but there's something that's kind of just naturally sweet in the lip balm. It's more so subtle. It smells like very subtly of sugar, not even like vanilla or anything like that. Personally, I find it quite pleasant. The next product is the Huda Beauty Silk Balm, and I think they nailed this formula, but sadly the scent I just cannot get past. It's a beautiful gel-like plush serum meets balm hybrid, but the scent of these, oh, it smells like chemical honey meets gym socks meets rubber. And this one was sent to me by a follower who sent this to me in the mail, which was super sweet. This is a sparkly one. So as you can see, this one has a lot of glitter in it. So certainly not something I would wear a lot, but it does have that really nice, even plush gel-like shine to it, which I really appreciate in the formula. And don't get me wrong, it looks cute. Like I like that look. What I'm really shocked by is that there's so much glitter in this formula, but I can barely feel it on my lips. I don't know how they did that. I think the honey balm probably is a little better because it doesn't have glitter, but unfortunately that scent, it's like making my mouth water in a bad way because it just like smells like rubber kind of. If Huda Beauty changed the scent and made these smell more pleasant, this would be like a top 5 product for me. Lastly, in the sort of gel serum category, we have the Rare Beauty liquid lip balms. I have Nearly Rose, Nearly Mauve, and Nearly Neutral. On the back of my hand, that's Nearly Rose, Nearly Mauve, and Nearly Neutral. Here's Nearly Rose. Just a flush, a very, very sheer light pink. So here's Nearly Rose. What I love about these is they have that gel-like plush, pillowy quality to them that I associate with a liquid lip balm. And like the other products in this category, it also just has a touch of shine, but mostly a really nice layer of comfort that feels balmy and nourishing, but also this is still somewhere in the middle of lightweight to medium. It's not like a thicker one like the Fitglow lip serums, but it's not as thin as like the Make Serum Balm. I don't know if you can see, I do get like, I don't know if you saw a little, if I over apply, I get a little gloopiness. Normally it's really easy for me to handle. I just try not to build up the color too much. I just do notice that these can get a little gloopy. This is Nearly Mauve. Very close in color to the Make Serum Balm in Lilac Layer. Just wanted to apply all the shades I had of these products except for the Fitglow lip serum. So here's Nearly Mauve and it's really beautiful. Really my only con of the Rare Beauty liquid lip balms, aside from the kind of bizarre assortment of shades, is that there is somewhat of a fragrance to them that is a little odd. And they don't smell like anything to me actually if I just smell the product itself. It really doesn't smell like much, maybe just something a little bit like artificial, a little plasticky, but once it's on my lips, I get this kind of soapy taste in my mouth, and I've had a lot of people say that they don't experience that, which is great. I think most people will probably love these and have no issue. For me though, I do get that kind of artificial soapiness in my mouth, and it's not something I can smell, it's only something I can taste, and that's why it bothers me. I've also had a lot of people tell me that they had the exact same experience. So if you're sensitive to certain fragrances, especially artificial fragrances, then I would probably skip these. And this one's Nearly Neutral, which is my favorite. Again, beautiful formula, but the taste just really throws me off. The next category are creams. And so these are products that I just generally consider like a little bit less sheer. They're not quite as like gel-like, but more have a cream consistency. And the first one I'm gonna start with is my favorite drugstore pick for liquid lip balm. And this is the Almay liquid lip balm in Rosy Lipped. These, first of all, smell amazing. They smell like caramel, which is really refreshing for the drugstore. They come in a pretty nice range of shades, really affordable. And it just is more of a cream consistency. Like, it just doesn't have that kind of gel-like plush quality that the serum balms have. And it's more just like a cream. Oh God, I don't know if I'm making any sense at all. So as you can see, Rosy Lipped, super, super sheer, really just like flush of a light neutral beige. I really like this. it's comfortable, it smells good, it's affordable, it doesn't leave me with any weird taste in my mouth, the texture is nice and shiny, and I know this has been around for years, if not over a decade, and I can't believe I'm just discovering it now because it's really, really wonderful. And I think Alma did a really good job with this formula because it's not thin and slippery, it's not like an oil that settles into my lips, it just feels like a creamy liquid lip balm with a sheer flush of color that smells like caramel. I mean, it's a really, really good drugstore pick. The next cream I have is the Too Faced Hangover RX Pillow Balm Lip Treatment. This is in Watermelon Kiss. My friend Emily of Glitter Goblin sent this to me. Actually, half of these products were sent to me by friends and subscribers who wanted to just offer me some help to put together a well-rounded video. So thank you to anyone who sent me these products. It was really sweet of you. I have a nice little friend mail circle too where we just kind of trade products that we declutter, and it's just really nice when we can like all give back to each other. So I will definitely pay that forward. But the Pillow Balm from Too Faced is really lovely, and I think you can kind of see why it's more of a cream. You can even see that it looks like more of a cream too, so I hope you kind of are starting to get what I'm talking about. I forgot to swatch Rosy Lipped, and that's Rosy Lipped by Alma, and this one is the Too Faced in Watermelon Kiss. I love the little flexible applicator. Immediately when you apply this, you get a pretty intense rush of menthol on the lips. It's very, very cooling. I personally find it to be a little bit drying once this is off of my lips, so I can't recommend this if you have any sensitivity to menthol like I do. But I do like the smell. It smells like watermelon candy. I think that the shade is like a really nice, fun, light pink. The texture is also incredibly similar to the Alma one, meaning, you know, it's just a little bit shiny. It doesn't have that kind of gel-like cushiony quality to it like the Serum Balms have. Just kind of like a more lightweight cream consistency. The only thing is I do notice a little bit of gloopiness, like when I'm talking a little bit. So this one is just not my favorite. I know Amanda Z loves these, and I think she loves the banana one or maybe the mango, I can't remember, but they do come in a lot of really fun scents. I just find that when it comes to liquid lip balms, I like the ability to kind of over apply and have it still look good. I can do that with the Fitglow lip serums, I can do that with the Rowan liquid lip balms, and I never get that kind of gloopiness to them. And by the way, this was a mini size that my friend sent me, so they do have a full size option. The next one is devastating for me because the formula is incredible, but the scent is atrocious. This is the L'Oreal Balm in Gloss. This is what I think of when I think of like a liquid lip balm that's a cream. It just has the most amazing kind of smooth cream balm consistency that looks so flattering. I like that the applicator is kind of cool. If you turn it like this, it looks like boobs. The formula is crazy, crazy good. This is in the shade Angelic Daydream, and the formula is just divine. It's a little bit thicker than the Alma and the Too Faced, which is why I prefer it. I just find that that looks more flattering on the lips and feels more comfortable. It also has a little bit more color than the other two, so it can function more as a makeup item, which I like. I don't ever experience any gloopiness. I don't experience really anything negative about this product other than the scent. It smells like that classic L'Oreal super intense artificial floral perfume, and it just leaves a terrible taste in my mouth. It's so tragic because this formula would have been absolutely perfect otherwise. I just find that this one looks really nice on the lips. That cream consistency kind of smooths the appearance of lip lines, which is why I think this is so fantastic. Also, I think this is a dupe for the Givenchy balm. I don't remember if it's called Perfecto Balm. It's basically the same thing. It smells exactly the same and has that floral fragrance, and it's that like liquid lip balm cream consistency. I thought that like YSL was owned by L'Oreal, so I don't think Givenchy makes the same product or by the same manufacturer, but it's incredibly close. So if you're interested in the Givenchy, just get this one instead. For those of you who have tried L'Oreal lip products and you're not bothered by the scent of them, I think that anyone would just absolutely love these. Comes in a wide range of shades that look really lovely. I think they knocked it out of the park on this one. I just really wish L'Oreal would get with 2022 and would start making like vanilla scented lip products. The next one I have is the Clarins Instant Light Lip Perfector. I tried this like 10 years ago and I remembered really liking it. It has this kind of fuzzy tipped applicator that you squeeze. In fact, I haven't even used this one yet. Also, I would say it's more of like a cream consistency. In this one, you can really see what I mean by creams. These like sheared out, you can't see it as much, but they all have this kind of cream texture. And I have the shade Pink, and this is a little mini that I got on like Mercari or eBay. That was too much. Personally, I think if you want the Too Faced Pillow Balm and Watermelon Kiss, but you don't want that menthol quality, just go for the Clarins Instant Light Lip Perfector in Pink instead of the Too Faced, because they're very similar once they're on the lips. This also has a really lovely caramel scent, kind of like the Almay. Nice flush of color, little bit of shine, little bit of comfort, that creaminess that kind of smooths over the lips that I like. This would be my winner in the cream category. And I believe this does come in quite a few shades, so I'll have to look into that. But it's really nice. I don't usually like a squeezy tube because I find that squeezy tubes just like pump out so much product and then you're left with stuff all over your mouth. But this kind of fuzzy tip applicator is really, really nice. And so you know what? I think this is a top fave for me. This is a really wonderful one. This is also a mini, obviously. I think it just hits all of the things I like about a liquid lip balm and leaves out the stuff I don't. Lastly, in the sort of creams category, I have the Naturium Fitglow Lip Balm in Petal. This is also an interesting squeezy tube. It has that metal applicator that's actually really nice. And I heard a rumor that Susan Yara actually was such a huge fan of the original Bite Agave lip mask that I love, that she kind of used that as inspiration for this product, and I think that's why I like it. So I'm gonna squeeze some product out, and you have to squeeze pretty hard to get any out, just like the original Bite Agave lip mask. And so there it is right next to all of the others. The Naturium Fitglow Lip Balm is different than everything else in this video. It's definitely the thickest and heaviest / most occlusive out of everything on this list. See how like I'm squeezing, it's barely coming out? I like that. Otherwise, squeezy tubes just squeeze out too much product. And this metal applicator feels so nice. And I think this was only like $12 on Amazon or something like that. They come in a really beautiful selection of shades. Has a really nice kind of sugary sweet scent, very much like the Bite Agave lip mask. And I don't see the ingredients on here, but it is remarkably similar in texture to the original Bite Agave lip mask. And I also think it adds like a smoothing kind of glass-like shine over the lips. So this to me is the winner of the cream category, I think, actually, if I had to pick one. At first I thought it was gonna be Clarins, but now that I have it on my lips, it's definitely the Naturium. Even as I'm looking at them on my hand, I can just tell that the Naturium smooths over the texture of my skin and like the hair on my skin, whereas you can kind of see the texture of my skin in all of these. The Clarins is the second most smoothing, but the Naturium wins by a landslide. It just looks like a glass-like shine, whereas with these, you can see like the texture of my skin and the hair on my hands a little bit. Swatching products on my hand is a really great indicator of how they're gonna look on lip lines. So I can just tell in terms of the comfort, the thickness, the nourishment that I like, Naturium wins the cream category by a landslide. The next category are oils, either products that are marketed as oils or products that I feel are oils. And first, we're gonna start with the Fawn Beauty Lip Serum Gloss. This is in the shade Honey, and I feel like it's a really interesting special product. I don't normally like lightweight products, but this is actually the thinnest out of all of the lip products in this video, and you would think that I would hate that because I prefer a thicker product, but there's something really special about this that I like. Love that flexible applicator, always love a paddle applicator. This is the shade Honey, and it's a sheer sort of warm beige. It has a bunch of little micro shimmers that you can't feel on the lips, and it smells very subtly like coconut vanilla. It's so thin, I almost don't even feel like I'm wearing anything. So if you're someone who hates the feeling of lip products and you do not like something thick and cushiony and occlusive, then you will probably love these. These are only $16. They have so many different shades and textures on the website. And this is what I feel is a true lip oil. It totally just feels like this is a bunch of different oils. And you can see there's less of like a smoothing glass-like shine over my lips like there was with the Naturium that really smoothed over my lip lines. With any thinner, more lightweight product or more oily product, I find that you can see the texture of my lip lines more, but I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's not like I have like ugly lip lines I'm trying to hide. It's just that indicates what the formula is like for me. So definitely more of a higher oil content, more lightweight, kind of sinks into the lips. And I know that's what a lot of people prefer. And what's interesting is that there are so many days when I like to reach for this. I just feel like it's really nice. There's some times where if I'm in a Zoom meeting, I don't even want to really be thinking about what's on my lips, you know, especially something with a bunch of color. But even some of my other products like the Rowan liquid lip balms, if I'm just like talking and talking, they are kind of pigmented, whereas this is really sheer and really lightweight, and I know that it just kind of perfects my lips a little bit, feels comfortable, but it's barely there. And so I do think that this has a special place in my collection, especially given the fact that this is a small woman-owned business and it's really affordable with the fact that these are $16. So I think that this is a really great option if you like a more lightweight product. Next up is the Westman Atelier Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm. This is the shade Choo Choo. Love this little paddle applicator. Always love paddle applicators. And it's a very, very sheer, thin formula. I think this is tied for best packaging along with the Make Serum Balm. I just love the way that this looks. I think those both have very high-end packaging that my luxury brain appreciates. But if you can see it on the back of my hand, I hope you can see I'm categorizing these as oils because you can see the texture of my skin. And that shows how they're so much more lightweight and really just have more of an oil content to them. So let me apply it. The Westman Atelier Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm is unique in that it has like a lemonade scent, which is a unique choice compared to all of the other products. It's not my favorite. I would prefer something like a vanilla or a caramel or something like that, but at least it's not like a floral perfume. I do find it quite pleasant. I just don't think there's anything particularly special about this, especially given the price of Westman Atelier products. This is $38, so just a couple dollars short of the Fitglow lip serums, and I just don't find that this does anything for my lips. Doesn't have any like cushiony comfort that I like. It's not very occlusive, so I don't find that it like seals in hydration. It's just a lightweight, sheer, kind of thin, oily lip balm. I don't know. I had really high hopes for these because I thought the colors looked beautiful. I love the packaging. I like the applicator, so I was super excited, but it's just missing that cushioniness that I really love. And given the fact that it seems to have such a high oil content, it also just doesn't look the most flattering on my lips. I think it kind of accentuates the lip lines a little bit, or at least it doesn't kind of smooth them over like a lot of the other products. So I really just think that your money is better spent elsewhere. For example, the In Beauty Lip Glaze in Fruity Cereal is almost an exact product, and I'll show you. So the In Beauty comes with a very fun, chunky applicator, and it is just a similar flush of light pink. Very similar shade, just a hair more vibrant than Choo Choo from Westman Atelier. I mean, you can barely tell the difference between these two. and I'll do a comparison on the lips. So I'm gonna remove Westman Atelier on this side. Now we're gonna do In Beauty Fruity Cereal on this side. This one also smells a little bit better. It smells like Fruity Pebbles, whereas the Westman Atelier definitely smells like lemonade. This still has that fruity quality to it, but it just smells a little bit better. On the Westman Atelier side, I can kind of see that like white ring, the dreaded like butthole ring, whereas the In Beauty Lip Glaze one doesn't have that. And because the In Beauty lip glazes are a little bit thicker than the Westman Atelier, I also find that they kind of smooth over my lip lines a little bit more. So they're just more flattering in general. I actually wasn't gonna include this in this video because I don't consider this product to be a liquid lip balm. I really consider it to be a cross between a lip gloss and a lip oil. But that just goes to show how marketing comes to play. Because the Westman Atelier Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm is more of an oil, and this is actually thicker and more smoothing. So this actually would be more of a lip balm than the Westman Atelier, but this just isn't marketed as that. It's marketed as a lip glaze lip oil. So I realized like marketing has such a huge role in our perception of products and our experience with them, because actually this kind of hits more of the qualities of what I look for in a liquid lip balm than the Westman Atelier. So you certainly can include the In Beauty lip glazes in the sort of liquid lip balm category, but it would just be more of a hybrid between a gloss and an oil, in my opinion. Because it's just got that shininess to it like a gloss, but it kind of still has a runniness that I associate with a lip oil, and so it's not particularly nourishing. But I just think the In Beauty lip glazes, they're so affordable. They come in fun flavors and scents like fruity cereal, berry jam, candy apple, cotton candy, glazed donut. They just launched a cookie shade that they're sending in the mail, and I cannot wait to try it because their scents are just so good. I love these, and I think that if you're gonna go for the Westman Atelier, the In Beauty lip glazes are almost exactly the same thing, so save your money and get something with more fun, better scents. Another perfect example of how marketing influences the experience of a product is the Beauty Pie Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oils. These to me aren't lip oils at all. This is actually what I would also consider to be more of a liquid lip balm. It feels cushiony and gel-like, just like the lip serum balms that I love so much. But it does have a high oil content in them, which makes them more lightweight. But I really would categorize these myself more as just a classic liquid lip balm meets serum meets oil. It's kind of a special one. This is the shade Cheerio, very, very sheer. Love that flexible paddle applicator, can't get enough of that. Just a flush of sheer pinky red. Man, I love these so much. These have the best scent out of any of these lip products. I think this just smells like the most incredible cupcake. I just want to eat it. I love the experience of putting these on my lips because of the way they smell. And they're so wonderful because they're a gloss, but they're an oil, but they're a liquid lip balm. There's so many things at once. There's that gel-like cushiony quality to them that I find so comfortable and so nourishing. But they're also a little bit more lightweight, a touch thinner than like the Fitglow lip serums, for example. But they do have the sort of shine of a gloss. So I just think that if you have a Beauty Pie membership, this would be my #1 makeup item to get. Any of the Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oils. And also my code KAITSENTME gets you $10 off of your order. So hopefully that helps. That was the shade Cheerio. This is the shade Jammy, which is my favorite. I don't know if you can see this, but this is like almost gone. It is rare for me to finish a lip product, but we're there. So this is Jammy. It's almost exactly the same color. They're so sheer that you really do not need both. They look almost exactly the same on the lips. So here's Jammy. God, I love these. They're so nice. It is that cushiony, amazing quality that I love, but it still can be lightweight enough for people who don't like a thicker product. It's another one of those formulas that's just that comfortable, right in the middle Goldilocks kind of product. So if you have a Beauty Pie membership, please give this a try and let me know what you think. This was another product that a follower and friend sent to me. This is the Chapstick Total Hydration Lip Oil in the color Sheer Plum. This is an interesting one. I know Amanda Z has raved about these for a long time and they always look really beautiful on her. She always says that they look very smoothing on the lips and it's a very underrated drugstore product, and I definitely agree. The only thing I don't like, obviously, is the packaging. It just does not look very nice. I hate squeezy tubes, especially because this kind of squeezy tube, any squeezy tube that has a plastic applicator, I find is just a nightmare because it squeezes out too much product. The Naturium and the Clarins have kind of some kind of stopper that really helps with that. But, you know, for just a couple of dollars, like, you can't go wrong. See, like, already I feel like I'm getting too much. If you've ever just applied like vitamin E on your lips, I feel like that's what this feels like. And I looked at the packaging and it does say vitamin enriched tinted lip oil. So I feel like this is just like heavy on the vitamin E. It's nice. I think, first of all, Sheer Plum, really pretty shade, nice flush of sheer color. It's a little shiny. It's more lightweight like in lip oil. It's comfortable. It's not like cushiony or super occlusive, but it is a really nice drugstore pick. The only thing for me is it's got this kind of heavily artificial kind of apricot or like papaya scent. Can't really put my finger on what fruit it is, but it's very, very fruity. And my mouth does this thing, this, or like the Huda Beauty or the L'Oreal or the Too Faced. My mouth starts watering kind of aggressively, and that's gross, I know. But seriously, with products that are so heavily like perfumed, I have some kind of reaction where like my mouth waters and it's really uncomfortable and it's not like a pleasant thing. And that's one of the things, along with all the others I mentioned that have very like floral, artificial fragrances. So if you're sensitive to scents, I wouldn't pick this up. But if you like a more lightweight lip oil kind of product that doesn't really feel like you're wearing anything and you just want something really affordable, then I think that this is a great option. So here are the swatches. This is the Chapstick Total Hydration Lip Oil in Sheer Plum, and this is the Beauty Pie Lip Oil in Jammy. Jammy is significantly more sheer and more gel-like, whereas this is definitely much more of an oil. The last product in the lip oil category is a new favorite I've talked about so much recently, the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Lip Gloss. This is a product that's really a hybrid between a gloss, an oil, and a liquid lip balm. It kind of is similar to the Beauty Pie Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oil in that sense. First, I'm gonna apply my favorite, which is Slow Jam. This color is the perfect rosy brown I've been looking for my whole life. Again, love a flexible paddle applicator, what can I say? Oh, these are just so nice. God, I love these. Slow Jam is definitely one of the more pigmented products in this video, and I love it. I think it would be flattering on so many people. You don't have to make it this pigmented. You can like sheer it out for sure. It has a little bit of shine like a gloss, but it's definitely more on the lightweight side like an oil, and that's what the name suggests. It's like a lip gloss meets a lip oil, so definitely more of like a lightweight product. I barely feel it on my lips, and the nature of a lip oil is that it's not quite as like shiny, you know? They don't have that quality that kind of smooths over lip lines like a thicker product. But so many people I know love something that's a little bit more lightweight, and this is one that is extremely comfortable and still quite nourishing and flattering while being lightweight. They really did something special with this formula. The only con for me of this range is that they smell like citrus crayons. Like there's a little bit of something citrusy in there that's okay. It's not offensive, but it's not delicious. But it also smells like crayons. It totally fades quickly, so it's not something that bothers me at all. The reason I only discovered this recently is I'd gone to Sephora so many times since this launched. Every time I tried these on, they smelled like putrid crayons, like just like rotten crayons. And I realized Sephora testers just like don't get changed if they go bad. And so finally I bit the bullet. I got Slow Jam because I was just so in love with this color. opened it at the Sephora store, smelled it, and smelled the difference between the new one and the tester, and it was a night and day difference. It was only like a tiny bit of crayons in this one, whereas in the tester it smelled like full-on box of crayons status. So it's okay, it's not a big deal. It goes away really quickly, but it is just a beautiful shade and formula. I do find that it is quite flattering on the lips. It's just a perfect, again, Goldilocks, right in the middle of the road, comfortable formula that's not gonna be too lightweight if you like a thicker product, but it's not gonna be too thick if you like a lightweight product. And it has such a wonderful range of shades. They have some bright opaque shades. They have some more muted shades, some more browns and pinks and reds. They really just have a wonderful range of colors that range from like sheer to more pigmented, so I really appreciate that. Next, I'll show you the shade Freestyle, which is like a hot pinky coral. It's just so much more sheer that I don't really feel like I needed this. So here's Freestyle. Still a really nice sheer flush of coral. This is just gonna be the perfect product to like keep in my purse during the spring and summer months when I want something that's a little brightening and a little fun. You just can't go wrong. And again, I think this formula is just somewhere in the middle between lightweight and thick and occlusive, so it's just kind of gonna work for everybody. The last category are gloss bombs. What that means to me is something that's more, a little bit more high shine, a little bit thicker, a little stickier, like a traditional gloss would be, but with more of the comfort of a balm. And to start that off, I'm gonna talk about the Urban Decay Vice Plumping Shine Balms. The shade Cruisin' is pretty much completely clear. And I don't know if you can see, but this applicator is like way too flexible. Like I have no control. So that's a weird thing about the packaging that I just don't understand. It's also not the same shape all the way around. I don't know what that does, but I don't know if it serves a purpose. Love this formula though. I just feel like I have like no control. I'm just like applying lip product with like a wet noodle. I like it because it just feels like a lip gloss and that it's got that kind of like traditional gloss feeling, but with more comfort of a balm. Cruisin' is probably not one I would recommend unless you're looking for something that's practically clear, but these do have a really wonderful caramel scent that I think is super pleasant. The weird thing is that these do have menthol in them and I can feel and smell that cooling sensation on my lips. Weirdly, this is the only product with menthol I've ever tried that does not bother me and doesn't dry my lips out. In fact, I find that these are actually quite nourishing and I'm surprised that more people aren't talking about them. I hope you're gonna be able to see what I'm talking about when I say a gloss balm hybrid versus the like lip oils that just kind of slide right on. Like, see how there's just more of like a stick to them? That's what I associate with a gloss. And as you can see, this is practically clear, but it is really beautiful if that's your thing. My favorite is the shade My Dude, which is a very sheer, vivid orangey coral, and it has little gold micro shimmers that you can't see or feel on the lips. So that's the shade My Dude. Again, a color that I would totally wear like all spring and summer. I think this is super nice and brightening and fun without being like a punch of color. I don't have to worry about like pigment getting everywhere, but it's still a nice little flush of coral. Swatched next to Cruisin', you can see that My Dude definitely has a little bit more pigment than Cruisin' had, but both of them are still quite sheer. They've got that high shine finish, just like a lip gloss, but the little bit of comfort and plushness of a balm. Now, the Dior Addict Stellar Gloss does not have balm in the name, but when I was looking at the Dior website, it describes it as a balmy gloss. Sephora doesn't do that, but the Dior website did, so I decided to include it because I do agree that it's a cross between a gloss and a balm. This is in the shade 640 or J'adore, which is a beautiful light pinky beige. Love the packaging. Flexible kind of chubby applicator, fuzzy, thick applicator, and it's beautiful. Oh, this one. It is very comfortable. Again, it has the shine of a gloss, the kind of I don't want to say stickiness because it's not sticky, but it just has that kind of gloss texture mixed with a nourishing balm. It's a little bit more opaque than the Urban Decay ones, for example. Doesn't have any menthol in it, so there's no plumping, but it is scented with some kind of like really pleasant, subtle cotton candy scent that I really like. I think this is the best Dior lip formula. Everyone talks about the lip oils, everyone talks about the lip glows. I don't think that those do anything great for the lips. Personally, this is the one that's the most comfortable. It's quite nourishing. It's on the thinner side, but it still has a little bit of thickness and balminess so that it's not too lightweight for me. For me, really the only con to this product are the shades. Most of them are, first of all, sold out everywhere all the time, but also there are just so many shades with glitter that I couldn't buy more of these. This was kind of the only one I found that wasn't like a super bright pigmented red or like a super glittery shade. So unfortunately the colors are a little tricky, but I think this formula is just beautiful. In fact, this could also go into the creams category. It does remind me a lot of the Clarins lip oil because it just has the kind of opacity of a cream, but it also has the high shine finish of a gloss. So I wasn't really sure where to put this one. But man, if you're looking for like a luxe gloss that's really comfortable, Dior. Another drugstore option, this is the Milani Fruit Fetish Lip Balm in Strawberry Lemonade. So you're gonna know off the bat, I don't like this because it has a plastic squeezy tube applicator, really easy to squeeze out too much product. But you know, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's gritty. I don't know why it's gritty. There's no glitter in it. Let me swatch it. Beautiful peachy pink color, but it just squeezes out so much product. And it's so gritty. I don't know if I have a bad one. I don't, because it's really similar to like the Clarins Lip Perfector. It's just like a little more glossy, a little bit less balmy than that. So I put it in the gloss category. I think that these would be a really wonderful option if this grittiness didn't exist across the other ones. I know they have a few shades. It's fine. It smells like strawberry lemonade, which is really nice. I think it looks nice on the lips, shiny. It's a thinner formula. I don't know. I would skip this. It's, yeah, don't bother. The next product is the Uzu Lip Treatment. This is in the shade Pink, which is one of their vivid shades. They also have a few that are sheer. This is an interesting one. First of all, love the packaging. I think this is super cool looking. The theory behind this product is it has something called like microbiome something or other. I don't know. It's supposed to have a bunch of probiotics that are supposed to nourish your lips over time. Personally, I haven't found that this is anything but a balmy gloss. Doesn't leave my lips feeling particularly better. And the fact that I had to pay $20 for this product on the website and then $25 for shipping makes it one of the most expensive products on this video. For me, that's a pass. You can get it on YesStyle for $32, but even that for me feels like a stretch. But if you like trying new products that a lot of people aren't talking about, or you like this kind of cool packaging, maybe give it a shot. Very interesting applicator as well. It's got this kind of bent, very long, flexible applicator. Don't know what's up with that. It feels comfortable to apply, but it's so long, it's like a little too long. It applies a little too much product, but it feels really comfortable. It's a nice balmy gloss. I think you can see why this is more of like the gloss balm category. There's a little bit more pigment, a bit more high shine than the others, and it's just got a little bit more of a classic gloss texture that is still, though, comfortable and a little nourishing. What's interesting is I had actually returned my Cali Ray gloss because I thought that was just so completely unremarkable, and Rainbow Blow was like the same color as this. So I'm actually glad that I own this, even though I can't return it and I spent a lot of money on it. I really don't own any other like pigmented gloss balm shades. Everything is quite sheer. So it's nice to have like a vivid pink in my collection. This will be really nice for spring and summer, and I'll just wear like a brown lip liner with it, pop this on top, and I think I'm gonna feel really fresh and youthful. So I am glad that I own it, and it does serve a unique function in my collection, given that it is like really bright and more pigmented than the others I reach for. If I over apply, it can get a little gloopy, so I have to just like be a little bit careful. But hopefully you can see on my hand, it does add quite a nice smoothing effect. But it does have that kind of stickiness of a gloss. Not sticky in the sense of being uncomfortable on the lips, like, see how it's just a touch sticky? I don't know, I like that. It's a lip gloss, you know? Whatever. If you could get this for the true price of $20 and not pay shipping, then I would say absolutely yes, this is a great product. It's just the fact that I ended up paying $45 that I'm like angry about this. But if I had only paid the product price, then I would say, yeah, this is really cool. Oh, and there's some kind of very, very, very subtle, barely there vanilla scent. Next up, I have the Bare Minerals Mineralist Gloss Balm, Balmy Gloss, Lip Gloss Balm. Next up, I have the Bare Minerals Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm. This is in the shade Sincerity, and it has just a paddle applicator. And, you know, it's a lip gloss. It's comfortable. There may be some kind of subtle fruity scent here. I don't find it particularly overwhelming or offensive, so either way, not a big deal to me. I really like the shade. It's like a mauve-y brown that I think is really nice in my collection. The thing is, after all of these remarkable products that I've talked about that are like really comfortable and nourishing and beautiful and smoothing, this just really feels like a standard lip gloss to me. While it is certainly comfortable, I just don't think that this is actually nourishing, and it feels a little heavier, kind of like a classic gloss. It's really just more of a gloss that might have a couple ingredients in there that are good for the lips. I'm not sure. So if you're really looking for something nourishing, I would probably skip the Bare Minerals, but it is a comfortable gloss. It just like feels like a gloss. It's not sticky or anything like that. It's just nothing that I would like really remember once I take it off, you know? But this one is probably the most gloss-like out of this category. The last liquid lip balm I have is the Laneige Glowy Lip Balm. This is in Grapefruit, and it's nice. It's definitely less of a makeup item. When I ordered this, I thought it was gonna have more pigment. Comes in a squeezy tube, smells really nice, smells like grapefruit. And luckily it's a squeezy tube that does not squeeze out too much product, so that's good. You do have to squeeze it and you're not gonna overdo it. To me, it's probably the most similar to the Milani in texture if the Milani didn't have that grittiness to it. This is actually quite thin and lightweight. I possibly could put this in the oil category as well. It has this like viscosity to it that I associate more with a gloss or a gloss balm. But once it's on the lips, it kind of melts and feels a lot more thin and a little bit more like a lip oil. I much prefer the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, which I find thinner and more nourishing and actually does help the dryness of my lips. This I just think is like a comfortable, fun lip balm. It's just not something particularly all that special. If you want something that is so sheer that it's not really even there, just comfortable, little bit of nourishment, then maybe this is a good option for you. Woo, that is everything. They all just kind of started blending together in my head. Sorry if I wasn't totally clear. There are just some like really minute differences in the formulas here. Hopefully it gave you a little bit of a baseline to make your own judgment on your preferences, but wow. That was a lot. 28 liquid lip balms applied and compared. Let me know what you think of these products in the comments below. I'd be really curious to hear what your experiences with them are. Keep in mind, this is all totally subjective and you could have a completely different opinion than I have, but I did my best trying to just explain the formulas, you know, from an objective standpoint, and then also talk about my experiences with them. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.